Well, we as you said, we had a bye week. We used that week to get some guys healed up. We had, like everybody this time of year, we had our share of bumps and bruises. Then we also, got back to fundamentals, tackling, blocking, and then also worked on New Mexico State a little bit as well. And then as coaches, you jump into recruiting a lot more heavily than you normally would, during the course of a regular week. So we feel like we accomplished some things. We'll find out this week.
Thank you, Coach. And, talk a little bit about, you alluded a little bit about being able to rest up, and do you feel this came at a good time for you before you jump into the rest of the conference schedule here?
I think it did. We've got 3 games in a row, obviously. So that, we took off Monday. We came in and we lifted and ran a little bit and looked at the tape from Louisiana Monroe. We did our pictures on Tuesday, which is always a fun event. And then Wednesday and Thursday we went out in the field and got a couple of really good technique fundamental practices and a little bit of unit and scheme work, and it gave the guys off from any physical activity on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we're going to come back with a practice today. So hopefully those 3 days off got our guys ready to go.
Last year Mexico State jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Do you feel this year, maybe not traveling cross country, might be a little bit more ready to go when face the Aggies on Saturday?
Well, you just got to play however the schedule is. They're going a couple tough games back to back on the road, and we just did that a few weeks back, going out to Idaho and then going, the next week back to Monroe. So, them with Ole Miss last week and now coming this way, they certainly got a couple of long trips as well. So, I don't, get into the, you play better at home, you play better on the road. Our big deal is just playing the very best we can wherever we're playing at. And finally, Coach, obviously you guys are leading the country in rushing yards per game, but could you just talk a little bit about maybe how you're trying to develop the passing game as well going forward here the rest of the season? Well, that's one area we've got to get better in. We had about 5 or 6 opportunities to have some big plays in the passing game against ULM. We had some drops. We had some not accurate throws. We had a busted protection. We thought we really had, an open guy. So, we probably left 100 yards at least out on the field, in the passing game. So that's an area we've got to get better in. And, we worked on that last week, and we'll work on it again. It's not any secret how teams are going to play us. And so if they're playing man coverage, they're crowding the box, we take advantage of it.
And our first questions come from Macon, Georgia. Caller, please identify yourself and go ahead.
Good morning, Coach Fritz. This is Justin Baxley from the Macon Telegraph. How are you doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. So just first quick question. You guys are coming off a bye week, obviously, and very hot going into the bye week. How do you guys come out of it coming out with the same intensity as you went into it?
Well, we'll find out. Hopefully I have a mature team, and our coaches, will do a good job motivating our guys. I went through our plan for the week and our schedule for the week last evening. And, you just got to go out and do it. I told them before when we had the off week, here's what we're doing, here's what we're trying to accomplish. And one of the things we were trying to accomplish was getting healed up. And so I think we're probably as healthy as we've been since the beginning of the season right now, other than a few guys that have sustained some season-ending injuries.
Yes, sir. Just one last question. If you could, just give me a brief overview of how you're feeling as far as this next game, what they do well, and what you guys think you can exploit.
Well, I think they're really well coached, and they've been really close. Coach Martin, they've been real close to, getting a few wins here if they just finish some games. Right now they could easily be 3-2. They're beating UTEP by 2 touchdowns with 4 minutes to go, and them kicking off, and they get beaten that game in the last seconds. Same thing with New Mexico. They go in the fourth quarter winning that game.
Georgia State, same thing. So they've had some opportunities, and as I've told our guys on many occasions, this is a conference game. This counts one, just like the last two did, and the ones after that. So we need to be concerned about ourselves and improving week in and week out.
And last question, how do you feel about where you are right now in the conference, sitting undefeated at the top?
Well, we feel good about that, but it's a long season. We got a lot of games, left, and I can do a pretty good job of just, focusing on the task at hand and playing them one at a time. And that's just something that I got to do a good job of getting our 18 to 22, 23-year-olds to do as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you again. Have a good day.
Thank you.